People just calling me to sell me stuff.
Oh god.
I don't need stuff, mate. All I need is StarCraft because, mate, we have our next series for the day. And spawning here, the winner of the previous match that we saw, the Brazilian player for the bad, YanXII.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres ALE, it's the man who has been popping off, causing some of these upsets, taking down Davo. Previously in this qualifier, he is the Chilean Protoss, representing Team Kraken Madness. It is sUb.
Hey, sUb in the last month, like suddenly like became very good, mate. Like I think he saw the tournaments coming up and he just went straight into practice mode and he has made it here all the way to round of 8.
Yeah, honestly, very surprising results, man. Like, I'm sure, I hope he's proud of himself, and I hope that he has performed well enough where even if he doesn't make it all the way through to the closed qualifiers, that hopefully we are able to see him in something like Desafiantes or some of these other weekly events.
We'll see, mate. We'll see. There's still a few rounds to go, a few points to count. Let's see at the end who gets invited. We'll know at least half of the players invited today. So we'll see. Anyhow, starting to this match, mates, standard opening for YanXII, Reaper expands, and meanwhile also a pretty standard opening by sUb going for the gate into Nexus.
Yeah, nothing crazy coming out from either of these players. Everything is looking pretty standard. It's all on the up and up. Again, I'm not too sure what happened in sUb series versus Davo, but mate, if you can take down someone like Davo, you can go up against someone like YanXII.
Oh yeah, that is completely true, mate. I do wonder what kind of tactics did sUb use to defeat Davo, mate, and if he's gonna to put them to good use again in this matchup, mates. YanXII, as we saw, just beat Shelby in a pretty interesting and very scrappy, I will say, PvT overall. So when we get to that point, mate, I don't know about you, mate, but I personally do not like scrappy games versus Protoss. Like pound by pound, the units are better.
Yeah, it can be difficult to pull off there in that kind of scenario. Not impossible, but we'll see what happens here. Meanwhile, I love this. The Reaper actually avoided the Adept, and as a result, he does get one probe kill.
Yes, one probe kills, and he's going to get out of there because the Reaper can still jump over there. I'm not sure why. I mean, I guess I know why, but I would have liked sUb if instead of that little ledge, he would have blocked that other ledge on the left side.
Yeah, unfortunately, this map is set up in such a way where there are 2 ledges here for a Reaper, so if you block one, there's another available. Feels bad, man. Feels bad.
But yeah, I mean, he only got 1 probe. Honestly, I thought he could have gotten more because he will make it.
Up.
Oh no! Okay. YanXII, a little misstep. He could have gotten that prop a lot earlier, mate. And yeah. What is this? What is that Hellion doing there?
I think it was just scouting, just in case the bottom right-hand side of the map. But yeah, unfortunately, that Reaper could have been a little bit more efficient there. Could have maybe even escaped a little bit sooner. Maybe escaped the clutches of that Stalker. But in the end, it did go down. Meanwhile, mate, we have a gateway explosion. Like, this is 3 gateways at this time. 4 gateways with Blink. My god.
Yeah, sUb definitely going for something very aggressive here. My guess is from that robot is going to come up a War Prism. And then sUb is just going to go and try to do as much damage as possible with Blue Stalkers, and it's not a bad idea. Meanwhile, YanXII, he's going for a Widowmine drop. Was that a Widowmine in the medivac?
Yeah, I'm worried, mate. He is going for a Widowmine drop. What this means that there are not many tanks at home to defend. He's throwing down a second bunker at his natural, which will help, but he doesn't have a bunker in his main base. Again, we'll see if this drop not only deals damage, but distracts sUb.
We'll see, mate. We'll see. I think YanXII saw the 3 gates at the entrance of the natural, and he was like, "Oh no, he's going aggressive."
Yeah.
So ergo the second
bunker. Meanwhile, the drop is
the second bunker.
Yeah, the drop is coming in. No, it's gonna get focused down. Oh my god, mates. Mate, there's nothing stopping sub from going across the map.
Yeah, there's nothing, and he will, mate. The only thing that he's waiting right now is the Warp Prism, and there we go. As soon as the Warp Prism goes, sub is starting to be aggressive. There's a bunker in the natural, so YanXII is gonna be ready. There's also a tank in the main base as well. So completely undefended, he's not. But let's see if he has the numbers to defend.
Yeah, I think what I love right now, and it makes sense because YanXII did scout this movie coming out. Sub, he's getting ready for a third base. Like, he doesn't have to end the game here and now. He's just threatening his opponent, containing his opponent, forcing maybe an overreaction. Meanwhile, God.
Wow, that was really not a good idea, mate.
I don't think that was intentional either, because again, he always had the opportunity to blink into the main base if he wanted to. Nice snipe on the Raven. Yeah, really
nice save, but definitely not the coolest one, mate. He just walked into the bunkers, blink into more bunkers. He got a tank and a Raven, which is cool, but definitely not, mate. I mean, he's doing it again.
No, this is better though. Again, he's focusing down SCVs. He's trying to trade as best as he can. That was a little bit more controlled there, a controlled decision by sub. And again, as I said, he's just containing his opponents as he expands and keeps up or keeps up that economic lead.
Yeah, by the way, nothing is repairing this bunker, so one of the bunkers go down.
Yeah.
Like, that was too free, in my opinion.
Oh, exactly. Finally, another tank comes out here for YanXII. Unfortunately, it was a little bit supply blocked there for a moment, forced to cool down a supply. And yeah, finally, YanXII, he can defend, he can breathe safely here. And behind this, we have Robotics Bay, upgrades, more gateways.
Yeah, sub is getting ready, but at the same time, I mean, YanXII is getting ready. Does YanXII has a tier CC? He does not, mate. Is he gonna do a no, he's not. There goes the tier CC, although it was a little late. So for a second there, I thought he was gonna do a Skyler, mate.
I would have loved that, to be honest. Oh god. Meanwhile, Marauder does get picked off. But you're right in saying that this third CC, it is late. It straight up is. Unfortunately, because the tank was taken out earlier, like, he was focusing on his army, he was focusing on his production, he didn't want to straight up die, right? So I don't blame him, but this does mean that economically YanXII is behind.
Yeah, definitely. 53 workers for YanXII, 50 for sub. For sub already has the 3 CCs. He gets one tank and he gets out. Nice one. And now YanXII is moving out.
God, he is, but he already lost a tank. Really, he's just trying to get his third base up and running. Ay. Okay, he trades well against the Stalkers.
Yes, he does. He almost loses a Medivac, but he saves it. And now, mate, what does sub has at home to defend? One Colossus? Okay, now he's fine. He has a Colossus. He has a bunch of Zealots. Now we charge.
That's the thing, right? Like, as sub was being aggressive across the map, he didn't stop taking up, right? He immediately started charge as soon as he could. Colossus already came out, and now, yeah, sub is easily gonna clean this up. Finally, that medevac gets picked off. There is one tank, but mate, it's only one tank, and there is nothing stopping sub from pushing on forward. Oh.
He needs to be careful. Do not overextend, mate. This is a lot of extra infantry, mates. There we go. Here's the tanks, but he trades for a lot of Zealots. There's a lot of minerals.
That it was. Meanwhile, speaking of Zealots, they warp into the main base. War Prism did sneak in. Ay, forces all the SCVs out of the mineral line. Thankfully, not many of them go down.
Yes, meanwhile, he's attacking the third base, but I don't think this is enough. He's going after the Colossus. Can he defend it?
Oh my god.
Mate, no, he's going to lose everything here.
Mate, not just everything.
The second Colossus on the left side.
Yeah, exactly. It's so close to going down. Only one Colossus goes down in the end, though, and the Zealots, another wave warps in.
Mate, those Zealots are going ham, mate. That's a lot of damage. Nothing is still mining in the main base, mate, and now in the third base he's also dropping in.
Mate, the tank is gonna go down. 7 SCVs as well. YanXII, he's really struggling to defend. In the end, he should clean all this up, but behind this sub, he's playing like Startup right now, mate. Take a fourth. Why not? Your opponent's on like your opponent is basically on 2 bases. Just keep expanding, mate. Why not?
Mate, the Zealots are not stopping. More SCVs are going down. 22 workers killed so far, mate. Sub is getting ahead by a lot.
Yeah, and thankfully he hasn't been neglecting his macro, like Third Colossus is on the way, he's working towards Archons and High Templars to help support his charge lots. Sure, his army isn't looking very impressive at the moment, right? But he doesn't need to focus on his army. Like he's been using his Warprints across the map to harass instead.
There we go, mate. Another run of Zealots going straight into the natural, and again, nothing is ready to defend against this.
Yeah, this may just force YanXII all in at this point. Like the drop is still going across the map, but he does turn around to try and take out the War Prism.
Yeah, he's coming back. The War Prism. Come on, sUb. Save the War Prism. Save the War Prism. There we go. There we go. Yeah, the War Prism is probably going to get saved, and yeah, he didn't. In the end, the War Prism give up on life, mate.
War Prism goes down, but you know what? It was worth it. It more than paid for itself. It was.
Game paused.
PP.
As we do ask for a bit of a pause there, but again, that War Prism was amazing. It did so well there, so well for sUb. And now I'm just trying to think, how does YanXII come back in this game?
He probably, mate. If I were YanXII at the moment, I don't know, mate. I think I'd probably pull the boys and just try to win straight into the Protoss base, mate. Because look, you have lost a lot of time, a lot of mining, a lot of workers, but you still have a pretty strong infantry army, mate.
Yeah, I agree, right? I 100% agree here, especially because he did take out the War Prism. That means he doesn't have to worry about any kind of harassment across the map. He is picking up his army, he's going across, but again, not pulling the boys.
High Templars are now ready. Storm is on the way. He needs to be careful that these medivacks do not get feedback. And how many? Yeah, 3 Colossus, a 4th one on the way. Nothing much to support because most of the war things has been on those Zealots that have been harassing the whole time. So there's actually not that much like gateway army here. And wow, YanXII just GG's as soon as he sees the High Templars.
Yeah, he sees the Colossus, he sees the army, he knows that it is an uphill battle for him. Maybe there's like a very slim chance that he can pull it back and take a win, but it's just he's like, you know what? Let's just restart. Let's just dive into game 2, and hopefully he has a better start there.
Yeah, mate, I have news for you. Are you sit down?
I'm sat.
Mate, Neo is out.
No.
Sinner beat Neo 2-1 and advances to play X in the round of 8.
Oh, egg.
No, not X, egg.
Yes. But GG, well played. What I will say is that, I mean, I hope Neo doesn't feel too bad. Going to the ace match against Sinner, that's no easy feat at all. It is impressive that he was able to do so, especially because Neo has had very limited practice recently, so I hope Neo isn't feeling too bad about that run. Congratulations, Sinner. He does move on. But that is the end of the CranKy Duckling run in this tournament. And yeah, now Sinner, he has a really good chance to go deep here, right? Like, oh god, that lower bracket is looking so stacked.
I know, right, mate? Sinner, Egg, X. Who else is in there? Cristiano, Roro. I wonder how that game is going.
That's a good question, mate. That's a very good question. You know what? I'm gonna sneak in. Let's see what's happening there.
By the way, I just got another result. Shakti beat Loki 2-0. So he's now gonna play Slayer's MVP.
Oh, that he is. Meanwhile, it looks like Roro versus Eggs may have ended. It may just not be updated on the brackets. Yeah, I'm saying that because Horus is on the soon TM screen, and I'm sure they must have played the ace match by now. Just don't know what happened. Don't know what the result is.
Maybe they're on pause. Maybe Horus didn't want to see more X versus Roro anymore.
maybe.
We don't know, mate. We don't know. Speaking of don't know, mate, here we have the second game in the best of 3 series between these two players, and spawning here. The first of these two players, the Terran player from Brazil, from Team Tebad. This is YanXII.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Lightshade ALE, bottom right and also top left, we have the Chilean Protoss player representing Team Kraken Madness. It is sUb.
Okay, we have already seen, mate, one Void Ray Shield battery on this map. Are we gonna see a second one?
I hope so. I hope so. Unfortunately, there's no Cybercore, so this shouldn't be a proxy Stargate. We'll see. We'll see what is thrown down here once this gateway finishes up. And YanXII, we'll see if he tries to go for a scout, as it is a proxy gateway.
Double gateway. Okay, so it's only just probably a pressure with either Zealots or Adepts. Nothing more. Nothing more, but still very annoying as a Terran player to deal with if you don't see it coming.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like this can snowball. Like this can kill. The Terran.
You suddenly only has one Marine against a small Protoss army, and you're like, what the hell am I gonna do now?
Yeah. It
and you have to pull the boys, and you lose workers, and then you're paranoid the rest of the day.
What's also scary about this is that, of course, the Reaper was skipped straight to a Marine, so with that, YanXII has a lot less scouting information to work off of. He doesn't know that there's a pylon missing. He didn't get into the main base. He doesn't know about this proxy.
YanXII, why? You have not skipped the Reaper at all until now, and now that you do, mate, now that you do, it is actually the game that you are getting cheese on.
Okay, finally, the SCV does make it into the main base. I think, he didn't scout the right side of the map. Sorry, the right side of the base, but he should be aware. Oh. There it is. Bunker throws down.
Yes, Bunker is gonna be thrown down, and one Stalker and one Adept, and yeah, here comes. This is a fast Zealot, so this is not gonna finish, not by a long shot.
Oh god, I mean there are Marines here to deal with this. The micro should be good enough. There we go, beautiful. But the CC is delayed, as you said, but only by a little bit. And the proxy has been scouted.
Yes, proxy has been scouted, mate, but a Stalker is about to come out. And Adept is coming from the other side of the map, mate, so... Oh, let's be careful, the balls has also been pulled. That extra meat for the grind, and only one Marine left.
Oh, exactly. One Marine left, 0 Marines left, as it should be focused down. One more shot. Up. There we go. But the CC finished.
Yeah, CC finishes. Now he needs to save as many SCVs as possible. Yeah, this in theory should do nothing more, mate. A couple of extra Stalkers coming.
Yeah, because of these...
As long as a Cyclone or attack doesn't come out, these Stalkers should still be a menace, mate.
Yeah, like again, because these Stalkers are here and we have another Adept on the way, like we could even see sUb force this CC to be lifted, but other than that we shouldn't see too much. Yeah, a little bit overly ambitious there, trying to get into the main.
The Pipe in the chat says, why are we casting in English seeing that we are both Latinos? And look, the reason why we are casting in English is because Lyle lives in Australia. He's actually an Australian. And I'm white in the heart, mate. So
yes. Darking, he's like an Oreo. You know, he's dark on the outside and he's white on the inside. There you go.
No kidding, mate. I have been in a room full of white American people, and I have been told I'm the whitest guy in the room.
Oh my god. But yes, here we do cast in English. If you do want an introduction in Spanish, unfortunately we don't have the community challenge running yet, but we do some Spanish intros from time to time.
Right, what is the community challenge?
Cruise asleep.
Can you set it up?
Oh god, I'd say, look, I'm not confident in my ability to set it up, but maybe we can later on. I'm just not too sure if we want to do something like that for DreamHack. For like the weeklies, like Battle of the Americas and Sentimiento Latino, sure, but yeah. I know about DreamHack, mate.
But yeah. Anyhow. sUb still going a little bit threatening into the natural base of of YanXII, and a War Prism, mate. A War Prism is coming up. He's going. Blink is not done, so this is only just a regular leaf up. But mate, there's nothing here to see this happening.
Mate, we're gonna see a massive warp in into the main base. There's a bunker and a tank here to defend the natural, but not the main. Oh my god.
There we go, mate. A bunch of stalkers. There's only one tank and one cyclone basically to defend. Clock for the Banshee is gonna be denied.
Oh yes, it is. The boys are being pulled. We'll see if the tank is gonna be able to survive this, and it looks like sUb is forced all the way back into a corner.
Nice juggle with the War Prism, mate. He's trying to save as much of the stalkers as possible.
Oh god, that is. At the same time, the Banshee did deal a lot of damage. Yo, 10 probes have gone down.
Yeah, nice win, nice small win by YanXII, and he recalls the War Prism.
The War Prism does get back home. With that, the Stalkers should be enough to defend against this Banshee. But again, this Banshee has 10 kills. Like, that's absolutely insane. Unfortunately for sUb, he had used his warp-ins across the map, so he couldn't warp in defensively at home.
Yeah, but with this, the aggression now for sUb should stop for a minute, and finally YanXII can breathe again. And right as I say that, he starts with the third CC.
He does. Third CC is on the way. What's worrisome is that the Banshee's coming back. Recall is on cooldown. sUb, please. Okay. We have a shield battery in the main. Not the worst case scenario.
There we go. War Prism again. War Prism coming in again. Now there's a Viking to spot it. So the War Prism eventually is gonna go down. Let's see how much he can do. Is he gonna warp some units? No, I don't think he will. He's just trying to harass a little bit, kill some workers. And Blink is done, by the way. Blink is done.
Blink is done. Unfortunately, he had to warp in at homes again to deal with that Banshee. Meanwhile, nice Blink on top of the tank. It looks like the tank cannot go down.
No, unfortunately, the DPS is not enough, and there we go, mate. The War Prism is down.
There was a lot of potential there. Unfortunately, I do think that sUb was just a little bit greedy coming back into the main with that War Prism. Unfortunately, he didn't accomplish much there, and he did lose a lot.
Yeah. Now sUb is a little behind in workers. What are these disruptors doing, mate? You're just walking across the map, chilling.
Mate, you say chilling, they be hiding, mate. They're waiting to catch the army once it moves out.
Well, here comes the Banshee, mate. I don't think the disruptors are gonna do much, mate. I don't know.
Yeah, the 4-head
Is he gonna lose them for free?
The 4-head move against the 5-head move, mate. Disruptor gets taken out for free. Not like this. Could get a second one if he wanted to.
But yeah, mate. Blink with disruptors. Blink Stalker with disruptors. An okay composition if you can land the disruptor shot, but I'm not confident in it, mate. I'm not confident in it. I would like if sUb got more into the composition that he got in game number 1 with the charge zealots. But he has not researched charge, and I don't think he will, mate. He's just focusing on his Blink, on his robo units.
Oh yeah.
Now his upgrades.
Especially when you go for disruptors like this, it is really difficult to invest into charge because of the potential friendly fire that you could sustain. So going for Blink Stalkers and disruptors like this does make a lot more sense. Meanwhile, the disruptors just barely missed the army. Oh, Banshee tries to dive in, but this time sUb is ready to defend.
Yes, Banshee returned, but this time there was actually a shield battery, mate. So that is why nothing died. Nothing died because of it. And look. Nice timing by sUb. He entered just as the army of YanXII was leaving, so he can snipe a few workers.
Mate. Oh god, they weren't ready.
It was a couple of nice disruptor shots, mate, but he loses the disruptor, mate, and now he doesn't have anything to defend against this.
He doesn't. He's warping in whatever stalkers he can. Disruptor shot goes off, but it's not enough to take out the tanks. The tanks are weakened though. They're gonna go down.
One tank goes down, second tank goes down, but the rest of the infantryman is doing a lot of damage here in the third base. He has not killed any workers, mate, but he has traded stupidly well against the army.
Yeah, it's hard to call. I do think that YanXII probably came out on top with that trade, right? He killed 4 disruptors for 3 tanks. Well worth it, mate.
Yeah, well worth it. Definitely well worth it. Look at the army supply. 50 army supply for YanXII, 24 for sUb.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of that does come down to the economic losses that he sustained early on. Like, he's just lost so many probes in comparison. He's working on a 4th base, which is great, but I don't think he's gonna be able to saturate it. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Oh no, he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. And finally that Cyclone goes down. But the infantry steams and is moving forward. Okay. He doesn't go all the way in. I thought that Disruptor was gonna go down again.
Thankfully, this time sUb is able to keep it alive. I'm a little bit worried because he does have a couple of these Disruptors rallied forward. He keeps trying to be cheeky here. Oh god. I don't think this is intentional. I think this may be a misrally. Oh god, the Disruptor.
Oh my god, he's walking all the way to the middle alignment.
Look, he wanted to be an observer, okay?
He defected to the Terra, mate. That's what happened.
Meanwhile, the Bio Army is here. The Stalkers are going down. There are no shield batteries here whatsoever to defend. So does the Disruptor, and this is the mate. This could be the end of the end, mate.
Yeah, he recalls, but it's only Stalkers, mate. This definitely cannot hold against this many infantry, mate, and more are coming. I think this is the beginning of the end for sUb, mate.
Oh boy, hands. All the probes go down. The Stalkers are going down as well. He just cannot contend with this Bio Army, and sUb did well in game number 1, but here in game 2, YanXII is looking to tie up the series.
Yeah, very strong performance by YanXII. The oh my god, 2 Disruptors, even a second Disruptor joined the first one, mate, and it's also going to go down without killing anything.
Yeah. Feels bad, man.
Man, how many Disruptors have been killed in this game?
Too
like
many,
8?
mate. 10 Disruptors. That's insane. Oh my god. I do think that sUb, he has a little bit better control with Colossus instead of Disruptors. Disruptors, they do require a lot more attention. A lot more attention is needed to look after them, unfortunately.
Yeah. YanXII scans, sees there is basically nothing to stop him, and yeah, here we go. He's just gonna go in. There's a couple of Disruptors, a good shot, may be able to save him the game. But nice plays by YanXII. Yeah, now there is nothing to stop him.
Exactly. We do just see the stim on forward into the natural base. This is the last standing army here of sUb. He has 1 Disruptor shot left. Purification Nova does not connect, and that should be all she wrote, mate.
GG. YanXII ties up the series 1-1.
GG. We are going to that ace match. As I just set up. Oh, boom. There we go. The current match we are on. 1-1. Mate, there's a world out there where sUb takes the 8, mate, where sUb moves on. It's possible.
So let's see. X versus Roro has finished, and X ended up taking the series 2-1.
Yeah, exactly. Now he's going up against his Chilean brethren, in a way. Cristiano in a ZVP. That is going to be casted over. I believe that's being casted by Oris. Meanwhile, Egg is going up against Sinner, to the winner of which will face the winner of Eggs versus Cristiano. Again, it's all about, can anyone stop Eggs? Likewise, in the upper bracket, can anyone stop YanXII? I said YanXII. Sorry, I meant to say I meant to say Shakti.
Look, mate, Slayer's MVP is there, mate. He's having the run of his life.
He's he's there. Maybe. Uh-oh.
What is it?
Okay.
What did you do, Mr. Sanchez?
Now, it looked like StarCraft was bugging out a little bit, but thankfully we are loading in to our ace match, to game number 3 between these 2 players. Here we go.
And here we go, everyone. Welcome to Oxide LA, map number 3 in the final map of this series. And spawning here, the Brazilian Terran player, YanXII.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the Chilean Protoss. He is green, representing Team Kraken Madness. I already see his countrymen showing up in the chat. Ga! Funarada-san, it is a sub.
Mate, how much do you want to bet that Darkness is currently playing Final Fantasy?
I would like to believe that Darkness is shooting into one of the broadcasts. I'd like to believe that. God, as unlikely as that sounds. Meanwhile, it looks like one of the players may be experiencing some lag. Either one of the players or Microcaster. Hello?
Why not you, Light? Why can't you be the one who is to blame?
Oh God. So you do have a pause. Unfortunately, like in the previous game, we were talking about it. YanXII was having some issues with his internet. Ugh. Feels bad, man.
Yeah, mate. Latin American internet, mate. Never trust it.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, hopefully it keeps up. Hopefully we don't have to see like worst case scenario, like some kind of forfeit or something like that due to connection problems.
Yeah, that would suck. That would definitely suck. No, mate. We're here to see StarCraft. Even if I have to go myself and think judgy internet, we're gonna have a match, mate.
Oh God. Alright. Here we go. We're getting back into the game. And you know what? That could happen, right? Like if his internet is looking too bad, walkover is 15 minutes, right? He has 15 minutes to like run to a neighbor's house or something, you know, and or like run to a PC cafe.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, standard game so far. Again, YanXII is keeping the Reaper, going straight for a Marine. But this time he says that there is no proxy. It is a really fast Nexus, so he again goes for the same fast CC.
Yeah, just a standard gateway, like expand here for sub, nothing too crazy going on. He does have a probe out on the map, and ooh, he is setting up a pylon, mates. And this time he's got a cyber core.
Yeah, so it's probably going to be a Stargate. And by the positioning, I'm willing to bet it's for Oracles.
Ooh. So, mate, you see what I see. I was about to say this. I was assuming that the Twilight Council was going to be proxy, not going to lie. I was about to say, mate, I see a Dark Shrine.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. What I will say is that unfortunately, because the Twilight Council's in the main base, if YanXII does go across the map and scout this or get into the main, like he could deduce that this is happening. Oh my God, he's going for his own proxy.
Proxy starport, mate. Are we going to see? By the positioning of the starport, I'm gonna guess that it's not Banshee, mate, because I'm not sure if there is space for building a reactor there.
There is not. There is not space. So, there are Hellions on the way, so he could go either for a drop or maybe like Hellions alongside a Liberator or something along those lines.
Yeah, and yeah, mate, it is as you say that Dark Shrine is on the way.
Oh boy, so this game is gonna get weird. The starport finishes up. There we go. It looks like it will be that Hellion drop, and that's kind of scary because obviously that means that the Hellions won't be at home to defend. Likewise, we see a full wall off here, essentially for sub. It's going to be about who takes more damage, you know?
Yeah, basically, mate, basically. I mean, the Hellions are going to be here first before the Dark Templar can finish. So maybe this is a situation where sub doesn't even deploy Dark Templar because he's gonna be dead first.
Yeah, this could just end the game. I mean, here we go. Hellions drop in. We do have a couple of gateway units to defend, but they're in the main. They are not in the natural. And here we go. They're roasting up those mineral lines, I should say.
4 props going down so far. 7 props. That was a nice lineup, and YanXII just goes up.
Oh, and what's important is that YanXII still hasn't seen the Twilight Council. He's about to pivot back into the main base, but the Stalkers are here to try and deny this.
I was like, oh, is he gonna really unload the Hellions, mate? But I don't know, mate. And there we go. The first of the Dark Templars is being warped in. Second Dark Templar is being warped in. What does YanXII has at home? Let's see. There's one engineering bay on the way, and nothing else, mate. There is nothing else that may be able to catch these Dark Templars.
Yeah, he does have a scan at his natural, so if he doesn't mule, ooh, he's covering his bases. He's throwing down a missile turret. Oh my god.
Now the question is Dark Templar going to enter before it finishes? Yes. He's gonna go in. Let's see if he can kill the SCV. It's gonna be very close. He does.
Ooh,
he does, and now he notices.
He does. At the same time, the Hellions actually came back into the main base. The Stalkers will eventually clean this up. Would you have the scan in the natural? But that means there's no scan here in the main.
Yes, and more Dark Templars are being warped in. He goes directly for the tank, but the scan reveals himself, and mate, I think that was the last scan.
It was the last scan. One of the CCs even gets lifted up. Meanwhile, there's still not enough energy. Okay, now there is enough energy for one more scan.
He needs to separate his Dark Templars. He doesn't separate the Dark Templars. Okay, he saves both with the War Prison because, War Prison are broken and they have like a million range.
Oh, they are balanced, mate. They are balanced, and luckily sUb is able to keep these DTs alive. He's trying to dive on top of the tank. Is there enough energy for one more scan? At the moment, there isn't. The main base is so close to providing a scan. Oh,
the turret. That turret just finishes, mate, and he is able to do it. But
he wants him. He wants it. He gets it.
Yeah, he got it. There's still another Dark Templar in the main base, but yeah, he's finally caught up, and I think the Dark Templar harassment is over. And how do we look? YanXII is 10 workers behind his opponent.
Oh, aye. Beautifully done there by sUb. He even recalls that War Prism, and he is now ahead in workers. He has delayed the stim, which means the push has been delayed. Oh my god. The poor SCVs are stuck.
Oh no.
They're stuck behind the turret. They can't mine. Oh god. Feels bad,
he just
man.
needs to wait. He just needs to wait for a medivac, and there we go. That, or he's going to kill them.
I mean, he killed. I don't know if you saw, but he killed one of them.
Yeah,
yeah,
he killed one. Look. That SCV mate was sus.
Okay? Oh god.
That SCV was sus.
Feels bad,
there we go, mate.
Man.
The War Prism is coming back, mate, and now, mate, it has Archons.
Exactly, and the army is moving out, so there isn't going to be much in the main base to defend against this Archon. And meanwhile, this DT, oh, so lucky. The DT should spot the army, just barely.
Yeah,
oh, no.
The Archon arrives, he kills the poor SCV that was trapped between the minerals.
Yeah, feels bad, man. The SCV goes down. Meanwhile, there was a DT harassing this force. That does mean that sUb is well aware of where the army is. He's gonna force another scan.
Oh my god, the Archon is now killing SCVs because the SCVs are tanking. One more shot. Oh god, 11 SCVs went down.
Oh,
that shot killed like 5 SCVs at the same time.
He just wasted a scan ahead of his army. Now the DT is gonna kill the tanks.
Yes, and mate, there's very few units, but there is shield battery. That is more than enough to defend here. And mate, sUb defense loses basically nothing, mate. Meanwhile, 13 workers went down on YanXII's base, and now mate, YanXII so behind sUb. sUb is at 3 bases, YanXII is still at 2, and he has almost half of the workers that his opponent has.
Mate, sUb, he is doing it. He's sending everything across the map. What is there to defend? No tanks. He has a bunker with a single unit in it. He's sending a drop across the map. Again, his hopes and dreams rely on this drop dealing equalizing damage, but that means he has nothing to defend. Oh god.
There you go, mate. Only one bunker with 1 unit. The bunker is going down, and the boys are being pulled.
The boys are being pulled. YanXII is doing the best he can to hold on. Meanwhile, there is that drop, but there's a Colossus to defend.
And GG, mate. sUb takes the game and takes the series.
What? Oh my god. GG. Well played, sUb. Well played. Wow. A result that I was not expecting. I'm sure you weren't expecting it either. It made sUb At least when it comes to his PvT, it's on point today.
Yes, definitely. He advances over YanXII 2-1, and mate, he's only two matches to qualify for the close qualifier. Only 2 more games that he needs to win.
Yeah, I mean, we just got updated here as we quickly set things up. His next match, his qualifying match, is ready for him, mate.